military and government people working with these nice Pleiadian and Nordics, because they're all working together to destroy the New World Order, right? Hint, hint, laugh, laugh, because part of the bribes that they give people is that if you help them destroy the New World Order, they'll protect you and your family when crap starts to hit the fan. And so that's one of their bribes. Help us take down the New World Order, and we'll protect you and your family. Well, you know what? Because I got the same kind of bribe years ago from these beings. And I'll tell you what, if they were going to destroy the New World Order, and they were so confident they were going to be able to destroy the New World Order, why would you need to be protected from what the New World Order is going to do? I mean, we all know the plans of the New World Order is to implement martial law on America, which will commence in 2009. So we're not looking at a whole lot of time right now. This is spring of 2007. Why would you need protection if they're going to win? Because I know they're not. They're not going to win. This whole facade, and you know what I told these beings, people, I told them, I serve the Most High. I work for the Most High. I will not join any group or organization. I've already promised the Lord that I wouldn't. And that's one of the first things he told me several years ago when he stood me up to be his mouthpiece. And I wrote it on my website. He said, you will not join any group, organization, or become affiliated with any group or organization. And the exact words are on my website, SherryTalkRadio.com. And so I totally refused to be a part of this group. And they had tried several times. And they finally just acknowledged, yes, we know, you're a warrior for the Most High. Because I told them, if the Lord ever tells me, the Most High ever tells me to join your group, I'll join it. And you know what? It's been about 4, 5, 6 years now. And he still hasn't told me to join their little group there. And even if they are battling against the New World Order, folks, not all groups battling against the New World Order are the Lord's, or even have Him in mind. The reason that they're doing it as having Him in mind. There are a lot of groups and organizations with their own agendas. Just look at the factions of the New World Order. You have George Sr. and George Jr., Skull and Bones factions. And then you have Al Gore, who works the alien agenda. And so even though they're all under the umbrella of the New World Order because they all want to install a one-world government here, doesn't mean they're all working together. I mean, they threatened to kill Al Gore's daughter if he threw a fit over the presidential race, over losing, because they knew that he had him by the pinky toes. Those elections were stolen. The judges were paid off to go ahead and pass George Bush Jr. in over Al Gore. But he couldn't do a thing about it because they threatened to kill his daughter if he did. And so, where's the love in Satan's kingdom? There isn't any. These people would kill each other's mothers just to move up in the rank of chain of command in their little New World Order circles. And they're all Satanists. There's no love as Satanists. These people sacrifice their firstborn children to the New World Order, to Satan. And I found that interesting several years ago when George Bush was running for president and talked about losing his sister and how they never had a funeral for his sister. And I'm thinking, really? Is that why he's so psychopathic? I mean, and it makes you wonder exactly, how many sons did he have? How many children did they really have? Just 4 or 5? Because most of these families will sacrifice their firstborn to Satan. And this is part of the briberies, that if they do what he asks, then he'll do what they want. He'll give them wealth, fame, fortune, status. Question from a reader. It is so obvious Hillary Clinton is going to be the next president. Bush, Clinton. Their way of keeping the same people in power, yeah. Well, the Illuminati, folks, and I hate to break the news to you, but the Illuminati has already met. And they've already decided Hillary Clinton will be the next president. And so it's, I like the fight behind Ron Paul. It makes the people look like they care. It's waking up a lot of people to the corruption that's going on in our government. But does he have a chance against Hillary Clinton? You know, the only chance he has is if the Most High protected him himself. And obviously staying out of small planes. They love to crash planes. Staying out of parks because they love to do suicides in parks. I mean, he just has so much stacked up against him. Anybody who comes up against Hillary ends up not faring so well. And so, you know, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if we even have an election, if Bush Jr. will stay in office. There's several different routes that can be taken, folks. And so all you can do is sit here and watch what happens, and so you know which route we're taking. You know, we don't have elections at all, and he's milking Iran so that he can bombard it, and we go to full-blown World War III and war with Iran, and nullifies the elections of 2008. So we don't even have elections because it's a time of war. And he stays in as president. Or you got the plan B. You have Al Gore and his whole behind the scenes, this whole French alliance and all these people that work for them, this Stu Webb and Sherman Skolnick and all these people involved with the alien agenda and this whole Nasera deal. And their plan is to have Bush and Cheney arrested and imprisoned and install Al Gore as interim president. Or you go on to plan C, which is Hillary gets elected, and Hillary gives the control and power of the United States over into the hands of the Antichrist. And so I think that's pretty much, you know, I've seen all three of them throughout the years, and they're always the same three that develop. And so you don't know which one it's going to be until you actually start seeing this stuff happen. It doesn't look good for America either way. I mean, America is either going to be in full-blown martial law, or whoever is president here, because of the disasters here, because of Planet X coming in, so much destruction here from the HARP weapons, from natural destruction, they just give the power of the United States over. It's like giving someone the keys to the car and saying, here, you can have authority and reign over us. And that's exactly whoever's president in 2009, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give the power and reign of the United States over to the Antichrist. And so it doesn't really matter at this point who it is. That's why you can't really picture Ron Paul there unless he is totally just a double agent and working this alien agenda faction. Because I don't see him doing that. I don't see Ron Paul handing over the authority and sovereignty and power of this country over to Satan on earth. And so I don't know, you know. If he makes it, fine, great, we'll look at a route number 4. But I don't see it. Don't see it. For all intents and purposes, it probably will be Hillary Clinton in 2008. Because I don't see them, you know, getting there. It would be too much fun to see Cheney and Bush impeached and imprisoned. And you know what? It's been years since any of us have had any fun. I mean, for the last 7, 8 years, it's been one fiasco after the next with our government. You know, what are they going to bomb now? Oh, they've got plans to bomb Miami. Look out, Miami. Watch out, everybody. Or Houston. Oh, they've got a ship with a nuke out off the port in Houston. And every time we turn around, our government's trying to blow us up somewhere. You know? And it took a lot of the country to wake up after 9/11 and the WTC bombings. And now more and more people are understanding and realizing, hey, there were no terrorist hijackers on the airplanes. Hey, our government was involved. Imagine that.